Hello, and welcome back to Hollow Knight with Brian. And for today, I'm in the mood to try something different, which is the flower quest, which I've kind of put off until now. We only saw briefly a place over here where we could get a flower that we were supposed to bring somewhere, and so today I'm going to try to actually successfully bring it somewhere. The first thing to do is to get over to where we can pick up the flower, and then I will talk to the NPC over here, and we can kind of explain and learn about the quest in a little bit more detail. And it seems to me that there is a save spot right over here that will probably be convenient to use, even though it's going to respawn enemies. So let's go in here and talk to... is it the Grey Mourner? Yes, the Grey Mourner. Mahon, does the heart beat a moment? Shared pain of grief and hope to soothe it? Would you convey Shay's final gift unto her lover's grave? And this time I will say yes, accept the gift. Delicate flower. Rare boon you grant, Lemaire. It will be Shay's last request. After this, never shall Shay lay burden on another. A sacred flower is the offering. It is a rare, delicate object, one of a kind. You must cherish it, must act as though it were your own heart. If you were to get hurt while carrying it, or did attempt to ride those jolting transit beasts, it would be forever destroyed. Her grave lies in the middle of the queen's overgrown estate. It's surrounded by her kind, who will not look kindly on your trespass. Take care, Lemaire, my hope I place upon you, and my fervent wish that this small solace may come to pass. So basically, what happens is we are given a delicate flower, and if we take any damage, it will be destroyed. Or if we ride the stagways for fast travel, it will be destroyed. And we are supposed to deliver it to a location that I happen to know. Basically, you can see where I am on the right side of the map, and the place that we're supposed to deliver it is kind of in the center of the map over here. I think it's actually a place I've never gone on the map, over in the Queen's Gardens. However, I happen to know that there's something else interesting you can do with the flower, and so that's what we're going to try to do first, which is to give it to somebody else. Somebody who's always seemed a little bit grumpy. However, I have never tried attempting this quest before, and I know from watching others it can be quite difficult, because if you take any damage at all, like that, then the flower is destroyed. And so you can see it says flower destroyed. If we take a look in my inventory, it will say, it has been destroyed and is now worthless as an object of sentiment. And if we go back to the Grey Mourner, and she sees what happened, here's what she has to say. Hello, Grey Mourner. I destroyed your flower. It's kind of funny and kind of sad at the same time. Why? Shay's sacred precious, one-of-a-kind flower, ruined. Shay's loved, denied her final gift. Such offering for Shay, such misery. Shay thought she could bear no more. I suppose Shay does have one more flower, though. But Lemaire, this one is equally sacred and equally fragile. Worst one to accept such a quest must become Mel's precious heart. Would such thing again be tried? And so basically, there is an unlimited supply of one-of-a-kind unique flowers. And so you get to try this quest as much as you like. But it's kind of set up the first time that you get it, that you don't know that it's about to be given that way, and then you discover that you can't take any damage, and that's really hard to do on a long quest. And so it's kind of a nice setup in terms of being a impossibly mean and difficult task given to the player right off the bat. Okay, but I am going to attempt to not take damage. And so that means being very careful as we kill bad guys. And I am going to try, actually, to get back up into Dirtmouth, where there's someone grumpy who might enjoy it and appreciate this rare, delicate flower. And so I want to go to the left, and should I go across the Blue Lake, or should I take the tram line? I suppose either of those would be acceptable. And I should be very willing both to avoid enemies when possible, as well as to hit enemies with ranged attacks when it's convenient to do so. And over here, I think once upon a time, we ran into Quirrell over here, and now just his sword is left behind. And I don't know if we're going to see Quirrell anymore. I guess his part of the story is probably already told. So let's head over this way, and then I will try to very safely, and I'll probably fail, make my way across the infected crossroads, because there are many bad things that will try to kill us, like that. That can be very dangerous. I think we'll be safer going up this way, actually. And I think I can make it up here. Yeah, this way has a fewer enemies, as I recall. I think there's another one of those guys who's gonna run at me with the kamikaze attack. Yeah, there he goes. And then this guy, like, shoots stuff at me. Yeah. So I need to watch out for that. And then this guy, he's actually not too bad. Yeah, he will explode as well. And if I take a look where I am on the map, then I just need to kind of go up and up and up to try to get back to Dirtmouth. And over here, I don't remember all the enemies that are over here. It is the case that I could have, and it may have been smarter, to try to kill off some of the enemies before I saved, so that large enemies would not have respawned, because they only respawn once you sit at a bench and save. But I didn't do that, and so kind of it is what it is. Oh, right, and that way's blocked off. I forgot about that. Poop, so I can't go up that way. Alright, so I guess I have to go around. Is there another way to go around? I feel like there's another way to go around. Hold on, let me take a look at the map really quick. In a safe spot. Yes, there is. And I think it would be quicker that way. So even though I'm going to risk taking some damage as I walk back through here. I did not plan out my route for this beforehand, which probably is not smart. Nevertheless, it's what happened. I guess the good news is I already killed a bunch of guys in this room, and so they don't seem to be here anymore, but this is the way that I think I actually ought to go. And once again, if we take any damage, it's all over. So I'm going to use things like the Howling Rays that I almost never use. Oh, okay. In order to kill guys before they get a chance to kill me. It's an upward spell attack that I almost never use. Oops. But it's pretty good for stuff like that. Alright. And any more bad guys here? And is this the way I want to go? No, I want to keep going up. There he is again. Alright. I haven't really used that spell before, but I kind of like it now that I'm using it. That is a good spell for attacking enemies who are above, because it seems like it goes right through walls and things. And so it's good for hitting enemies that are otherwise hard to hit. Okay, let's also try this. Nice. I think I killed a bunch of guys over there. And this guy, yeah, let's go ahead and just take him out as well. I have a fair amount of soul. Could still cast at least one more spell. And now here I need to move upwards again. Okay, here's this guy. Okay, his carcass is going to explode on me. So let's stay out of range of the explosion. That guy I think I can go right past. This guy I'll kill with my sword so that I can get some more. Okay. Darn it! Flower destroyed. Alright, in order to keep enemies from despawning, I'm just going to walk back to where what's-her-name is and grab another flower, and we will give this another try. But now I know the route. Okay, without saving, I've walked back to here to collect another flower.
Why?
Destroyed, again. Another rare and precious thing reduced to wilted stem. Shay does have a spare. But Lemaire must know, a precious, sacred, fragile flower that it is. She does not want to part with it, but for my loved, she would give it all. Wouldst thou quest again be taken? Accept the gift? Yes. Alright, this new, sacred, one-of-a-kind flower Shay shall give you. Alright, yes, yes, yes. Yes, I understand. Though my face has once been challenged, my hopes are still with you, Lemaire. Alright, and so the first part of this should be easier because many of the enemies have already been taken on, and so I'll probably do some fast forwarding until we get back to the infected crossroads where things will get a little bit more difficult. Okay, that portion was easy, but now as we get back into the infected crossroads, I think on the next screen, we will reach the screen where I died before and where some of the enemies haven't been killed. No, this is the wrong spot. Where am I? I want to go up further. Right. I remember where I am now. And we're already like halfway back to Dirtmouth, so this ought not be too bad. And I guess the enemies who are here, it appears also do not respawn. So I'm in pretty good shape until I get to here. Okay, you I'm going to avoid, and it's the Vengefly that was up here that I guess is probably now destroyed, because I don't think he respawns. Yeah, there's no Vengefly right here, or Super Vengefly, or whatever it was. And then from here, I need to go up and right and up and left. Okay. Any bad guys over here? That guy I can just avoid by dashing off the screen. There is one over here, who I think I'll kill like this. That seems good. I did not see where his corpse went. Okay. Somewhere off screen to the top. That is fine. And I still have one more spell I could use if I need to. And from here, now I just need to go left. Oh, dear. Okay, actually, I can kill these guys. They don't do damage to me, and they could give me more soul that I could use for firing some more long-range shots. So it's worth killing those guys. Okay, you, I can just defeat like that. Same with you. That's good. That'll give me some more spell power. You, I just need to dodge. Like so. Same with you. Great. And then over here, I think there might be one more Super Vengefly, maybe? This is like the only other big threat. We're back over at the Temple of the Black Egg over here. I don't think there's any enemies on this screen. But this screen is the final one where I'm going to face some enemy combatants. Oh, crap. I almost just stepped on that guy. Okay, let's take out this guy. And then I think... Where is the Vengefly? Is he further over to the left? I guess so. Okay, neat. I made it over here. Let's ascend. That actually wasn't so bad. It's just my second try. And Zote, since we're passing him, he is not the character I was talking about before. Precept 36. Eggshells are brittle. Once again, this precept explains itself. Precept 37. Borrow, but do not lend. If you lend and are repaid, you gain nothing. If you borrow, but do not repay, you gain everything. Here's the grumpy old guy I was talking about. Elderbug always seems a little bit down. He's always talking about all these people who go running off underground and how he kind of doesn't approve of everything. But look at what he says when we have a flower on us. What's that you have there? Ah, what a beautiful flower. I'd never have guessed by looking, but you have surprisingly good taste in flora. Why are you carrying around such an exquisite bloom? Wait, you didn't. Ah, this flower is it a gift? For me? Are you really giving me something so precious? Give Elderbug the delicate flower, and I will say yes. And now he wears a flower. Ah, I could really have it? My, I barely know what to say, except thank you. I'd resigned myself to selflessly giving out advice to passers-by, without receiving any gratitude in return. Little did I know, one young bug was taking my words to heart, and would repay my kindness. And with such a beautiful gift! Ah, suddenly the world seems a little less faded. Thank you, my friend. I will take care of this flower while you're gone, so we can enjoy it together when you return. And so now Elderbug has a flower. Hooray! I wonder, does he think anything new? These petals, so white. Can you see them too? Watching me from wherever you are? Perhaps dreams aren't such bad things after all. Alright, and so we kind of changed his demeanor a bit. This flower you gave me. When dark thoughts creep into my head, I gaze at it and think of you. Why not rest at the bench here for a while? We can all enjoy the flower together before you head off again. I don't want to rest at the bench. Because I don't want to respawn bad guys once again. And so instead I'm going to walk back to the Grey Mourner, and we'll see what happens now when I talk to her about getting another flower. Alright, I've returned to the Grey Mourner, and let's see what she has to say this time. Wouldst thou perhaps attempt the journey to Shay's lover's grave again? So she doesn't complain about the flower being destroyed, since it wasn't destroyed. But she does ask us once again and explains the challenge. And so this time we have a much longer trek to do. I have a feeling I'm not going to make it the first time. I have kind of planned out in my head the way that I want to go, and it's mostly just kind of going to the left because we're kind of on the right-hand side of the map and we just need to work our way continually to the left. We'll have to bounce through the City of Tears and I think briefly through Fog Canyon in different places, but rather than look at the map and talk about it, it'll be easier just to kind of like see as we go through. Fortunately, it's still the case that since I haven't saved the game, like all the guys on this screen are already dead and gone. Oops. And let's see. Then over here we have Blue Lake, and that's very quick to traverse as well. But then we're going to continue going further to the left in Infected Crossroads, and that's where things are going to change, and we're going to run into enemies and things will get more difficult. So let's see how that goes. So down here, I've killed a few of the guys in this area. So actually, I guess on this screen, I don't think... Can't remember if there's any more bad guys here. No, because when I was going the wrong way, I killed the guys who were over here. But then we just need to continue going left, left, left. And so now we expect to start running into some more bad guys once again. And so I don't remember what enemies are coming up. That'll make things extra exciting. No enemies on this screen, it seems. That's pretty convenient. Okay, so the Infected Crossroads are not bad. Now I'm pretty sure I want to go down through the City of Tears. Yes. So we'll take a quick diversion through here. And then cut across to... actually, if I look at the big picture... where are we on the map? We are over here. So yeah, basically I just want to go to the left, and then down, and then left. Except for, is this door open? I think this door never opens. And so I have to go around in order to get there, which means going down and across through the fungal wastes. I think I can do that. We'll see how it goes. I really don't remember who all we're going to run into over here. These guys we can just skip on past. And let's see, down here, I'm pretty sure there's bad guys below me. Yes, there's a few flying guys in this room who will be definite hazards. There's one. Oops, crap. Okay, flower destroyed. While we're here, I think what I'm gonna do is kill the guys I run into on this screen. Hey, buddy, come back. I'm trying to kill you here. What a guy. Yeah. Okay, you are dead, sir. Oops. Well, I can afford to take the damage now, I suppose. Okay, there's another bad guy in this screen, so let's kill him as well. Hey. He's hovering just out of reach. What a guy. And let's just go ahead and try to make the trek together so that we know the route, and so that I can kill some of the bad guys on it, and then the next time we go through it should be easier. So basically I want to go down here and then to the left into Fungal Wastes, which I think goes across the bridge where we first got into the city over here. I guess I might as well kill these guys, even though they're really easy. Oh, I just got a Hunter's Mark for killing one of them. And the Bellfly is not a big deal. We can just fly right past him. Oh, right, this door is shut as well, but there's a way to get around it over here. Yeah, this is a long trek. There might be a better route. Not sure. Those are not too hard to dodge. I've never been back this way. Alright, well now I have. Can I open this up by any chance? No, I think I basically always have to go around that way. I don't think there's any enemies along the bridge, so I think we can just fly along the bridge over here. And then we're out in the Fungal Wastes, and where do I want to go from here? I guess left and over to Fog Canyon, or I could go to Queen's Gardens there. No, Fog Canyon's better. Alright, so there aren't enemies here. There are some enemies here. I think these enemies might respawn because they're little easy enemies, but we'll kill them just in case. This guy, I think, is not a respawner, so I definitely want to get rid of him. And I don't think these big guys respawn either. So let's get rid of him as well. And then if I can manage to jump up here... Yeah, this is an area that we haven't been to in a while. And from here, I need to go left and then up. Right, this is the door that is kind of like the shortcut back over to where... From one old save point to where you get to the Mantis Village. This is a place that you could spend a lot of time in the beginning of the game if you were struggling with the Mantis Lords. So I see a lot of old people who spend a bunch of time over here. Right! I don't know that we have seen this before. Worms pull bugs into their thrall till ages pass and kingdoms fall. Caps and shells may fall to dust, but Mr. Mushroom readjusts. So that is a character called Mr. Mushroom. Can I hit him? I can. And then he turns around. It's nice that you were able to help your friend. So you're not hungry anymore? Who is he talking to? Yes, that was quite the appetite. I was impressed. Still, we all move on sooner or later. To greater things, perhaps? So much can be achieved in just a short time. Oh, excuse me. And then he disappears. So, I've read a little bit about this, but I don't know all the details. My understanding, I just happen to be wearing, almost by accident, the Spore Shroom. And that is a charm that I think basically allows you to talk to Mr. Mushroom. If you're not wearing the Spore Shroom, my understanding is he just kind of talks gibberish and you can't understand what he's saying. But because I was wearing the Spore Shroom, we're able to talk to him. And I'm going to have to go back and look at exactly what he said, because I think basically he appears at a few random places on the map. And each place that he appears, like, he kind of, like, clues in the next place through whatever dialogue he just said. Something about feeding someone and not being hungry. And I think he can appear in, like, a half dozen different places, and if you go talk to him in all the different places he appears on the map, something happens or something. I don't know. It's something that I haven't seen anybody do, and I just read a little bit about it a long time ago and don't really remember. So that's kind of, you know, just about as much as I do at this point about what's happening with Mr. Mushroom, but apparently we found him once. And we were able to talk to him because we're wearing the Spore Shroom, so I should try to keep that charm on whenever I'm just kind of wandering around the world. And before the next episode, I'll go review what he said and see if it turns into some kind of clue that I might be able to decipher in terms of the next location where we might be able to find Mr. Mushroom. But for now, I'm going to continue heading over to Queen's Gardens, trying to clear out any bad guys we encounter along the way, so that when we try this quest again to bring the flower back, we can have more success. Doesn't seem like there's any bad guys there. Definitely some bad guys here, and I think even your corpse is a thing that needs to be destroyed. You're easy to destroy. Like you again. So we'll do that, and we'll destroy your corpse. And then, right, there's going to be some of the mantis flying things in here. That can be quite nasty. Seems like I want to go up in order to get where I'm going. Is that right? No, this brings me back up into Fog Canyon. Hold on. I guess I need to go further left. Oh, and these guys respawn. Okay, that's something to notice too. Yes, I need to go further to the left. Oops! And you respawn. Okay, so these guys are going to be back regardless. Okay, well that was a useful lesson to learn right now off the bat. So basically, as we get into Queen's Gardens, we are going to be encountering a number of enemies who will have respawned whenever I revisit the screen. These guys I don't think respawn, and so if we kill them... Let's actually test that theory right now by going off screen and coming back on, and see if that Mantis Trader is back. He is not. Okay, great. And from here, I basically need to go up. So let's go up and let's kill any of the mantises we see along the way. As a reminder, we can't use fast travel when we're trying to carry this thing. Ooh. How bad is this? that was not so bad. Might as well take this one here. And let's see. I think I could do that. That's not so bad. Oops. Okay. That one's going to be a little bit tough if I'm not careful. Yeah, I just need to dash across, and I just shouldn't think about it too hard. It's actually not that difficult. Alright, so that spiky room could be a little bit of a challenge. And then from here, I think I just need to go left, maybe? Is this where I need to go? No, this is a place that we haven't gone before. And I guess now it's going to be... Oh, I didn't need to go that way. I went the wrong way. Poop, and now that's going to be added to my map. I'm going to have a hard time remembering that I need to come back there. Okay, so I don't need to go through this crazy room, which is good. We'll see on the map in just a moment where I am supposed to be going. It's kind of hard to point on the map while I'm playing. Oops, gosh darn it. And so I think it'll be easier just to go that way and then explain. And even though it looks like there's spikes on the ceiling here, there actually aren't spikes, oops, on the ceiling there. Although there are spikes on the floor. Alex Diener discovered this. I saw him discover this. I don't know if it's intended to be that way, but it does make it easier to kind of jump around in this area without hitting your head on the spikes. But over here, I was supposed to go, yeah, back left and down. Okay. So here's where we need to go. So we need to kind of follow the arrow towards the stagway. These guys are going to respawn, but there are a bunch of them in this room. And then here is our final destination. This, and this is somewhere I haven't been before. Oops, is where we need to bring the flower without taking damage. And so here, okay, I should practice this apparently because I don't know how to make this jump. If I dash. Okay, how about we heal up so I don't just die like a fool. I guess I can just fall down there and then dash after I've fallen most of the way. Yeah, like that. Okay, that makes perfect sense. So this thing, here sleeps the traitor's child. So that is the grave of the Grey Mourner's lover, and so that is where we need to deliver the flower. And so I'm going to travel all the way back, and we will try to do this in one run, now that we've killed off some of the worst bad guys who are along the way. Ah, poop. This guy who fires the exploding balls does respawn. I'm just on my way back right now, and so far he is among the most threatening of the enemies that I've seen. But the rest of it's been pretty quiet. Okay, I've made it back to the Grey Mourner's house. So I guess she'll be upset that the flower was destroyed once again.
Why?
Why? Destroyed again. Another rare and precious thing reduced to wilted stem. Alright, but I will give you another. Accept the gift, yes. Okay, the first portion of this through the infected crossroads doesn't have any bad guys in it, and we've already seen me walk through it once before, so I will cut to after that. And we'll see if I can continue all the way to the grave. Okay, going down into the City of Tears. This is where I got into trouble last time. So this time we'll try to do a little bit better, but for the most part, the thing that's going to help us the most is probably less my skill and familiarity with this area, and more just the fact that the guys... Oh, not all the guys in this room have been killed. Okay. I did leave a guy up in the top right, but I don't think he saw me. So I think I can escape out of this room without him ever seeing me. Down here, yeah, those guys don't respawn, which is great. And then over here, is this the room with the door that I can't get past? Yeah, so I still have to climb over here, and now I have to be very careful not to do that. Gosh darn it. Alright, let me go grab another flower. It occurs to me that on the way back, I can use fast travel, because so long as I don't sit on the bench, I'm still not going to respawn the enemies. So that at least makes it faster for me to go back. Not that that's necessarily interesting to you all in terms of watching the playthrough, but if you are playing through this game on your own and are struggling to do this... Oh, you know what I should do? I should put the dream teleporter thingy there. I wonder if you can use... It seems like it'd be too cheesy if you were allowed to use the dream teleport thingy, but I should definitely leave one there, and then I can just teleport right back to the starting point each time I die. That totally makes sense. Okay, I'll meet you at the Great Mourner, and we will place a teleport thingy. Okay, so let's see if I can set a dream gate here. If I do this... no, that's healing. Poop, do I do this? Here we go. Okay, I set a dream gate there, so we'll be able to teleport right back there, and I don't think that respawns enemies. I guess potentially we'll find out if I don't succeed on this try.
Why?
And this is all the same text. Oops, accept the gift. No, that's not what I meant. I will help you, I promise. Give me another flower. Accept the gift, yes. Alright, and I'll cut back to near where I died last time, so we don't have to keep watching the same thing over and over again. Wish me luck. Okay, so here is the very simple jump that I need to get across, and here's another simple jump, and this time I'm actually succeeding at them, so that's great. And then, let's see, I don't think there's too much trouble in the next little bit. I go down here. Right, there's those guys, I don't need to mess with them. This guy has in fact respawned, and so I'm just going to hightail it past him, so I don't have to worry about it. And then over here, I think there's only one little mushroom guy that we need to kill, either on this screen or the next. Yeah, right here. Great. Oops. I didn't... Ah! Did you respawn, or did I just go right past you last time and I immediately came up here and didn't even see you? Alright, well, let's try out our dream teleport thing. So I think I can just go back, like this, and spend one bit of essence in order to teleport back immediately to the doorway here. And now I can get another flower. And hopefully no enemies will respawn, and so hopefully I'll cut back to there, and we'll try to continue the journey. Okay, back to the fungal waste. Here's the guy that I just need to avoid. One of the few enemies that I will encounter, and then back in this room I made a foolish mistake. I'm not sure if it's an enemy that respawns or not, so let's keep our eye out. I know this guy respawns, but he's really easy to deal with. And then I do hear footsteps. I think it's just this guy though. So yeah, I think that other enemy doesn't respawn, so I don't need to worry about it being there any longer. So that's good. So that's one enemy that I just failed to kill on my previous run, so hopefully I don't need to worry about that anymore. So now I need to go over this way. And then I guess Queen Station is here. And then we go through Fog Canyon for a bit. And in Fog Canyon, I need to go, like, up and then immediately to the left. So the first left exit out of Fog Canyon. So I'm not in here for very long. The little guys are no danger. And I can just avoid the big guys wherever they are. Actually, I think I killed all the big guys the last time I was in here. So I don't think we'll have to see any of the big guys who explode on you. Yeah. Alright, so that's great. And then under here, I need to swim under this and not jump. So I'm actually taking my right hand off the controller so I can't accidentally jump up into those spikes. I don't think there's any other enemies in this room. Okay, and then over here, I think there are going to be some flying enemies. Yeah, like this guy. Fortunately, they don't explode afterwards, so I don't need to worry about them. And then I think I was mistaken, and the guy with the spiny carcass does not respawn, and I think there were just two of them in this room. I didn't realize it the first time around. And so from here, I want to go left and kind of up and left and back down. Okay, now I know where I need to go in here. We already killed the Mantis Lord who was in this room. Oops. And now, I do want to go this way. And from here, I need to go downwards. Okay, and there's going to be a bunch of these guys along the way, so I just need to be careful. And kill any of them who try to get close. Let's look down and see where the next one is. Okay, that's all of them through here. And now here, Just need to do that. And that. And that. And I think we'll do it. Oh, yeah. Place the flower on the grave. And a bunch of other flowers light up. And this little spirit kind of gives us a bow. And that's it. Here sleeps the traitor's child. All right, we did it. We delivered the flower, and we have completed the quest. And so now I can use my teleporter once again to go back to the Grey Mourner. Zing! And see what she has to say now that we have completed the journey. And I think we actually get a very useful prize for having done so. Me, Lemaire, you have done this thing? Is it possible? This world's cruelty, I thought it overwhelming, but Lemaire, such great compassion, that Shay's love would know her partner's heart, even ion past. Is it that, Lemaire, such grief can end? Shay can end? Oh, El Nai, dear love, Shay too can end. And with that, the Grey Mourner disappears, and look at that. It's a mass fragment. And that is part 4 of 4, which brings me up to having... Yeah, it's only 9 hearts, right? Am I miscounting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought you could get 10 hearts. So I'm not sure if I'm missing 4 more mask fragments, or if I'm just misremembering, and that's everything. But at this point, we can finally save the game again, and our map is going to get updated, and I just want to check out on the map, over in Queen's Gardens, there was an area that I accidentally went to that's going to light up more of it. Oh good, it didn't light up very much of it on the map, and so there's still a blank area, so that we still need to go explore that in a future episode. I have no idea after I edit this together how long it's going to be. It definitely took a long time to play through with a number of mistakes along the way, so I will just say that I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Hollow Knight, where there's still more things to do. Bye-bye.